Aliko Dangote is a Nigerian living and working in Nigeria. He is said to be Africa's richest man, while Nigeria is said to be one of the poverty capitals of the world. So, how is Aliko Dangote making his money? My findings reveal that Aliko Dangote is always associating himself with Nigeria's rulers and colluding with them on what the country should import or not import and what the tariff should be. He himself is a producer of many things: sugar, salt, cement, several other things, and now having a refinery. I give about 2 or 3 instances to buttress my point. Recently, this year 2025, not too long ago, about a month or so ago, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo related how Aliko sent him his private aircraft to bring him back from Uganda to attend the 60th birthday of the former president, of the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Ifeaushi. So that's an indication that there was something very cordial beyond what could meet the eyes between Aliko Dangote and the former president Olusegun Obasanjo. For Olusegun Obasanjo to say, I want to be back in Nigeria in such a date, could you send me your aircraft to lift me back to Nigeria? That is beyond the ordinary. Secondly, the late President Muhammadu Buhari, who ruled Nigeria for 8 years of insecurity and worsening economic fortune of Nigeria and Nigerians, ensured that Dangote refinery did not see the light of day throughout his own presidency, so as to sustain fuel importation, by which Nigeria's rulers were claiming to be subsidizing fuel and looting Nigeria's oil wealth. And this was an old man who doubled himself as Nigeria's petroleum minister. So throughout his presidency, all you could hear was that Dangote's refinery will take up any time from now. A date will be set and it will never materialize. Now, when the presidency of Muhammadu Buhari came to end, and Dangote refinery was to take off, under the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu by the latest date set then. Towards that, Bola Ahmed Tinubu got the microphone to address Nigerians for the first time as their elected president. No meeting, no consultation, declared fuel subsidy gone, and fuel price escalated to unprecedented level. And I said this was to ensure that Nigerians don't say fuel price must be low or must not be high now that Nigeria has a refinery on her soil as an oil exporting country. So President Tinubu preempted that by saying no more fuel subsidy and escalated fuel price in anticipation of the Dangote refinery. So that now Dangote refinery dictates what fuel price will be in Nigeria. I had no doubt that that was what happened. And now, yesterday or so, Dangote went to Aso Rock, the seat of power, to have tete-a-tete with Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What did they discuss? How will you ever know what they discussed? But I've said that Dangote always allied himself with Nigeria's rulers to dictate the economic situation and share the proceeds with the rulers. And I'm saying that is exactly what is happening with regard to fuel and its price in Nigeria under the regime of the Dangote refinery, for which the new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, prepared ground by saying no more fuel subsidy and escalating price to exorbitant, unimaginable level, which has remained the case till date. And upon that, Tinubu declared no subsidy for any other thing in Nigeria, electricity, education of our children, whatever, yet paying workers less than living wage. Now, only yesterday or so, Dangote had tete-a-tete with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and came out of the meeting to tell Nigerian elite to invest in industries so that there will be employment for Nigerians and that they should not be spending on luxurious things like Rolls-Royce or expensive cars and affluent lifestyle. Somebody who has an aircraft that you could send to pick the former president Olusegun Obasanjo back to Nigeria to attend a birthday ceremony. He's telling other people not to buy Rolls-Royce, or what you call the car. Hypocrisy. They should spend on establishing industries. How do you tell people how to spend their money? Who tells you how to make use of your money? You who have private jets telling other people not to buy expensive cars. So you may as well become a dictator to tell people what to do with their money, how to spend their money. What did you discuss with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How have you been entering the life of past rulers of Nigeria to make your money and become the richest man in Africa, while Nigeria remains a poverty capital of the world? One of the poverty capitals of the world. You have nowhere to hide. Yes, for no more subsidy and the escalation of price. It was in anticipation of your refinery coming on stream, so that you can make your ill-gotten profit at the expense of Nigerians. You are asking them to establish industries. Who will not want to establish industry? Do you need to tell how many people do you need to tell to establish industry before they establish industry? Are you the one feeding them? Are you the one feeding them? Ordinarily, people will want to establish industries. But now, with the fuel price, electricity price, cost of living under the regime of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Dangote refinery, life has become hell for Nigerians. Cost of fuel, cost of transportation, cost of doing business, cost of living, leading to mushrooming and bandits, people taken to criminality to make ends meet, to survive. Yes, Nigeria was not like this. So what did you tell the government? That is waging war against the Boko Haram Muslim community since 2009 till date, 16 years. What did you tell government? If you are sincere, if you are not dishonest, hypocritical, corrupt through and through, what did you tell the government? Waging war, an unjustifiable, avoidable war, a religious war in a secular country. Waging war against a community because of its Islam is unorthodox. And now you have the guts to be advising Nigerians to establish industry under the prevailing economic situation. What's your business about what people do with their money? Unsolicited advice, hypocritical advice. Tell Nigerian rulers to stop politicizing Islam and Christianity. What did you say to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he declared all subsidies gone and subsidized Hajj to the tune of more than 90 billion naira in this same country? Hypocrite. Colluding with Nigerian rulers to ruin the economy. Only now to be pretending to be wise, to be considerate, to have concern for poor Nigerians. Poverty capital, one of the poverty capitals of the world, with the richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote, controlling aircrafts and telling other people not to buy expensive cars. Pooh!